Hi everybody, I'm Shalom of Peace Dove Herbalist Mediumship School.
Hi there, I'm Jeanette from Joyful Jeanette.
And I'm Adele Marie of Angelic Wise Ones, and welcome to Spirit Talk Time.
Welcome to Spirit Talk Time.
Yay! Today's modern
Spiritual Talk Show.
Spiritual
That's
Talk
right.
Show. Woo! We got to get that one on the roll
Yeah.
at the right time, okay? So, ladies, how you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
good.
Yeah?
How are
Pretty
you?
good? Not too bad, not too bad. I did take a nap this afternoon, though.
Awesome.
Nice.
Good.
I
You got
need-
an
glad you
actor.
took
I
a
know,
nap.
it was up and down.
Yeah.
But, first we'd like to sit there and thank our back crew here on the cameras and lights and everything else. And on those computers, we want to thank Karen, Eurydia, and Linda. Yay, thanks, guys.
Thank you guys. Right.
Wendy, of course, she is off flying somewhere and everything for work.
Mm-hmm.
And the other two, yes, they're taking care of some business tonight. Yes, so it's just
All right.
Everybody's busy,
Yes.
busy,
us.
busy.
Yes,
So quiet.
just us. And I did bring some chocolate-covered bacon.
It's
Really?
really
You
delicious.
didn't get to try it?
You like that, huh,
It's
Eurydia?
delicious.
You didn't get to try it?
Yum, yum.
Oh, so it's in the room in there in a white box. I think it's in
Yeah.
there. So, yeah.
Where'd
So,
you get that from?
The Amish market.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the Amish market.
Yeah.
And I originally got it for Tuesday night class, and I kept forgetting. So before I left tonight, Brooke says, it'd be really good to take to everybody tonight to add some sweetness.
Oh,
So I was like,
that's nice. Good
all right,
idea, Brooke.
Works on
yes.
that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't going to be here because she's like, I'm the sweetness when I'm there. So
Oh
she
my
went.
Oh, I see. So the bacon
Okay,
is
now
nice
it makes
Brooke
sense.
right now with the chocolate.
No, she's good.
Yeah.
Got it.
No, she had a major ear infection, so
Aw, hope she
I
feels
know.
better
She goes,
soon.
and the angels keep like talking because my ears like going, and I was like, yeah, they're saying, what aren't you listening to?
Yeah.
So, but she has finally listened to what she said the chief said, and she's very happy right now. So I'm like,
Good.
So what I wanted to talk about tonight, because talking about being sweet and everything, the haters, right? So as we spiritually grow, we're looking at things differently in life. We're watching other people and stuff. But you also have the haters when you find your place where you're just like tooling along, feeling good, right?
Mm-hmm.
You find the haters when you start doing this type of work and you're putting yourself out there and you're working your tail off and doing everything that you can. You got the haters coming in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
it
always
does
make an
happen.
appearance.
I know, right?
Yep. I was just thinking about that. That's funny. You chose this topic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been thinking about that.
Think about it, because a lot of times the haters are, your family and friends.
Yeah, you have to acknowledge that.
Right, and your
Yeah.
associates, I know when I was going through,
Silent haters.
the silent haters.
Those are the worst. Because
The
then
ones-
you might doubt yourself, and
I
then
was
Right.
just gonna
second
say,
guess
doesn't
yourself.
you guys?
and-
I figured you guys were gonna say you don't do that, but I'm like, it's easy to do. It's easy for something to get in your head.
I just went through
Right.
that
You
just
know?
recently, and I was like, I said to myself, well, no, I started doubting myself because I was like, no, that's not happening. And I was like, oh, heck no.
Yep.
You're going to keep it real with yourself, and this is what it is. You're a smart person. You can see stuff. You're a medium. Just
Right.
call it what it is and just move on.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
That's the only thing you
with
can
them
do.
accordingly.
Right. And they will, because I like the ones who pretend they're your friends, and behind you, yes, they're scheming.
Yeah.
They're scheming. And,
It's really sad too because you want to. I'm sorry, give people a chance, and you want to hope for that good because everybody. I'm sorry, I just still feel everybody has that good.
Right.
They want to tap into that, so you have it too.
right.
You know what I mean? You have
Yeah.
it too, but you're sneaking around. You're not really being honest in front of me. But I'm giving you the chance, thinking it, and then something happens. And
And I hate to say it,
it's
but
sad.
females.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
that's
females.
for girl talk. I don't know, but
Yeah, females.
that's the worst.
I know, right? Because you're going
But
like,
men do it too. But females,
Oh, yeah,
there's
definitely.
it's a different energy.
Yep. When I was going through my domestic violence divorce, all the haters came out. All
yeah.
through
What
all the
you
years.
said, they
Yes.
sure did. I mean, it
Yes,
was
they
almost
all
like lined
did,
up.
and they just thought they were so cool and
And
so
they were
funny,
so not cool and
Right.
not funny. They were just
right?
horrible.
Yeah,
I
and they're
remember
just-
that.
Yep.
It was just horrible.
And you would sit there going, "Oh, you're a spiritual person." You know? right?
Right.
You're a spiritual person. So you're out there selling yourself as a spiritual person, doing this work, but you're doing all this stuff, and it just,
Yeah.
you just sit there and say, by the grace of God, go your way.
I
Right?
wasn't there during it, but I met you
Right. Post.
and heard about it.
Post, yes.
And I still to this day, I've even told God myself, I'm like, no, that shouldn't, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it's just so atrocious what happened to you. And then when talk about people lining up, it was like from the things that you said, it almost never ended, and it's not right.
No.
Because we're always, well, I'm getting on a tangent, but we're always praying for each other.
Yes.
And I'm like,
right.
that's
I
not
know.
right
Well-
for you. Like, what? That's not right. What happened?
Right.
It's
Well,
not right.
I do remember you saying, and it was pretty freaking wacky that you went through all that because you would have students that would go through that too.
Oh, yes.
Not to that degree.
I know
Right.
you
Not
said
even
that.
to
Yes.
I
that
know.
What I'm
but-
going
That's
through, you
messed
guys
up.
are going through that. Yes.
That's messed up.
Yes,
yeah.
I still have issue with
Still,
that.
that's
because
what I
to
was
me,
gonna
it's
say,
just
you
way-
still have an issue
It's too
with
much
it.
because you went through too much, and it's almost like
Well, that's-
you know,
that
it's
was
the
a
point
double
to
whammy
take
on top
somebody
of it.
down
Yes.
to where
Yeah.
they can't even
Right.
help anyone else. I mean,
Right.
like
And
I'm
I
sorry, I
just-
have passion with that.
I
part,
remember
but-
I remember they were doing some nasty things.
Nasty,
and
yes.
the grace that you had with it all. Coming to class, you know, I don't ever remember being able to tell that I knew stuff was going on, of course, but the
But what-
grace that you had with it all and still teaching and, you know, doing workshops and doing all your stuff and everything and how you handle everybody around you, your loved ones. I mean, it was just, it was
Thank you.
awesome. Yeah. But
Thank
I
you.
mean, but I just remember little
Yeah.
things what happened because they
Right.
were doing stuff.
It was a constant too.
stuff?
Right.
Yes.
It was every day. It was a constant every day.
And you had
Yes.
I remember. I remember
For
seeing
over
some
a
of that
year
stuff.
too. It
Yes.
was like a year and a half or almost 2 years.
And you would just
Yes.
keep a smile on your face because you had such strength with it and you knew that they couldn't touch you anyway.
Yeah.
So you didn't have any fear with it.
Right.
So-
And they were not going to create me how they are.
Right.
I wasn't going to stoop back down to their level. It's like
Right.
if I'm who I say I am, I'm going to keep living what I preach and preach what I live.
Exactly.
You know? And that's the way you're supposed to be
Yeah.
as a spiritual person. And yes, you are supposed to always constantly no harm to none, constantly assisting
And
others.
that's the other part of it.
That was the other part.
You could have really
Yes.
hurt them, but you didn't.
Yeah, there's a lot of things energetic wise and stuff.
Yes.
And that's what the other one was. I was one of the girls sat there and said energetic wise I was doing all this stuff. And I don't remember if you remember that.
Somebody said that
Yeah.
too.
And that I had put
What, spells or something?
well no. Energetic what was that? Death warrants or something
a death
on
contract
people.
on 'em or something?
Yes, contract on them. And I'm just sitting there going, now who would even think of that?
That lets you know
Like,
where they are, what
yes,
they think about,
yes.
what they do.
and I was just like, wow, this is amazing.
I feel like they were sitting
But-
there looking up on Google what kind of crap they could come
I
up
know,
with.
right?
Like, we could say this.
Yes.
Listen
We
to
look
their
what
Yes.
happened over
friends.
there.
Oh my gosh! And I remember like 2 of them that had been in my class years ago, and somebody else was still in my class at the time. And she says, "Yeah." She goes, "There was a knock on my door, and this one came up and said, so you know, I'm working with these other people and stuff, and they said they keep seeing Adele come up to the window that she's still attacking on me and stuff." And I was busting out laughing. I was like, "What? I don't even like remember.
their boogie
Like you guys
boos.
are not even in my equation in my
Like,
mind right
not
now.
even a factor.
Right? A lot of them. And and I like the emails of the people that would email and say, "Hey, I haven't talked to you in a long time, and you know, I just wanted to say hi, see how you're doing. I know you're going through some stuff, and thought, you know, if you really needed an ear to like, you know, talk to or shoulder to lean on, I'm here, I'm here." And that's what I did. I like read the email, like,
Funny.
oh, like what? Like,
That's hilarious.
Now, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Was that person on like the other side, or though they just came out of the woodwork? Right?
That
That one you just talked about.
Right, it was somebody I hadn't seen for a while, but yes, she was around all those other individuals doing stuff.
Okay.
Yes,
Trying to
so
put out-
she thought she would be the one out of the group to come up
Can
and
get
say,
in, to
"Yeah,
put
let
out-
me get in,
putting
and then I'll
out
come back and tell
feelers.
you guys really what's going on." You know, and it's just
Really,
like,
not even
Wow.
after being a student of yours, it shows that they don't get anything.
right,
Not even the
exactly.
basics.
They did not even learn.
Not
did
even
they?
the basics.
Yeah, they didn't even learn. You know, and
And don't know you.
right, and that was
Obviously.
the other part, you know, like you think that like I'm going to like do that, so obviously yes, you don't know me and you didn't learn anything all this time you were
Right.
with me. So yeah, so it was just
God bless 'em.
Yeah, so I think sometimes that is a fear of an individual as they're learning this stuff and they're putting themselves out there and they're trying to market themselves and they're trying to do a newsletter, whatever it may be, a website, is the individuals that, you know, are not supporting them, one, or, you know, making it so they doubt themselves. Like you just said a few minutes ago, you know, doubting yourself. And it's like, but wait a minute, are you in a spiritual circle right now? And this is where I have a hard time with the spiritual community, because they can put whatever they want out there and how much they love people and everything else like that. But if they're not really supportive too at the same time, then I'm going to question your spirituality. You know, I'm going to question your spiritual self.
Well, right.
But they think they are. That's
They
the thing
think they
that trips
are.
me out.
But how? Then what is your definition of spirituality? What's your definition
because
of
they're
being
separating
spiritual?
instead of
And
sharing,
or love.
sharing and helping even in a way by sharing, but promoting each other, not making it a mission to, but the fact of not trying to take away from, because each person has something unique to offer anyway, and we could all say the same thing 500 different ways, but it's still going to go affect different people. So why not support? Okay, like look and say that's really cool that you're doing, but why you're not going to get anywhere by taking
We're the only
them
ones that
down.
do that. Support, share stuff. I don't know
Sure, in our groups,
anybody else,
yes.
any other quote unquote healer that does that. And I was having a conversation with a friend of mine because she had just gone to this festival
Right.
on the Eastern Shore. I won't say what it
Right.
was, but she saw someone there that is a colleague of mine that I know, and the person started talking about me and all the stuff they know about me and all this kind of stuff, but I don't know any of that.
Oh.
And then,
Wait a minute, wait
Oh.
a minute.
a few days later, after that thing was over, I get a text from the person.
From the one that had
The
said
silent
stuff?
hater.
Oh.
I met your friend and you're just so wonderful, and I'm just want to acknowledge all the stuff that you're doing. I was like,
Are you for real?
no response.
Right.
Crickets.
Right. Are you? That's that WTF.
You were a day late and
Right?
$1 short.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Don't you love that? 'Cause,
Yeah.
I have people like that too that you like run into at some of the things,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, I was just thinking about you," or "Oh, I was just talking about you," and you're
Keep
like,
thinking,
yeah.
buddy.
I would have
Yes.
fallen for that. I would have totally.
Fall for
I
that.
almost did.
I would
Right.
have in the past, but I
Yeah.
don't. I'm so much better at it now.
Yeah, you just
you
learn
know-
it's not worth your time.
But here's the
Yeah.
cool part about Spirit, because they allowed the other individual to come to you first and say, oh, hey, I was at this place, and guess what? Like, and it's a sharing, to me, because like, yeah, if you're going to say something, but then, so that gives you a heads up.
Right.
And then this person comes in the back door and says, oh, hey.
Right.
Right. And it's just like, hey, you. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got the horse trough back there
Right.
with the pile of poopies. So, and it's funny too, because we were at the store and they had these masks, for Halloween, and it's just, and they were the big, large masks. And so I went online and I found a poopy one. So we're gonna do poopy,
Yeah.
poopy.
I got
We're
little-
gonna do
I
a poopy
forgot I got
thing.
that little-
I like that.
Yes,
They're
poopy people.
Yes.
poopy people.
Poopy people.
Okay, so, but yeah,
So
we
many
just
of
talking
them.
about that.
Yeah.
But and then too, even with these events, when you go sit there and you have to buy these tables, for that event, you put a lot of money into it.
It's an investment.
Yes, it's a huge investment. And then you spend a whole day or a whole weekend there. You got all your stuff, and it's a lot of hard work, And then to have people like not come in and support you, or not tell their friends, hey, like so and so, and I just don't get it.
It really
I
makes you
don't get
doubt
it.
yourself.
Yes. It's like friends who sit there and message me or email me, asking for a reading or, said something about the show. But then I see them on social media and they share everybody else's stuff but ours. And I'm like, that's that silent, person there going, and you're going, oh, okay. I tell you what, share the show 20 times and we'll deal,
Yeah.
and stuff.
I've noticed that
Give
too
us a nice
with
little
what
bump
people
up.
are that were always around and what they liked,
Mm-hmm.
and now what they're not really paying any attention to. It's
Yes.
like, but you only pay attention. Why aren't you like I do exist? Like I'm doing. Like
Right.
Right.
what happened? Where's
yeah.
that change?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
family,
it's just
friends,
like a
and
noticing it. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
noticing it. Not gonna, whatever.
How many times have I know with you when you shared all your stuff and you did networking? I'm not going to say which one of you and stuff, but you did a lot of networking and you constantly put other people out there and you were constantly doing all this stuff. And then when you're getting your stuff out and you're putting it out and they don't share your stuff, do they?
Yeah, rarely.
Yeah.
I was just looking the other day, and I was like, "Oh my God! Like,
Yeah.
why am I being so nice?"
Right. Why are we, because we know
Yeah.
and we've grown and we've developed and know this is the way you're really supposed to do it,
Right.
But at the same time, like, what is it like? You just love me, don't you?
Well, then it feels
You know?
like
Right.
when they're
That's
not
like,
doing that,
you have to love me that much or be curious enough to get to the point where you hate me that much because I'm like being successful,
Yeah.
And people don't like successful
and that's
people.
jelly. You get the
Right.
jelly.
Unless they don't know them, because then they think somebody can sit there and help them, and stuff. Like, I really don't know that person, but I'm going to push them up there so much and hopefully that they'll notice me and then they'll help me. It's like, no, like it's it's a jumper. It's the same thing about working with your guides when you don't work with your group and team and just want to work with the Ascended Masters. The Ascended Masters eventually look at you and say, yeah, where's your group at?
I
How
always
you
think
doing?
That's so funny,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause that just
Right.
makes me think about them. I love
Yeah.
them.
I know, right?
Yeah, but I
So-
never really thought about that like that.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. So these are your main group, right?
Yeah.
And stuff. The other ones want to jump on in there. So, and that's the way, Rainbow says it's elementary, dear Watson.
Thanks, Rainbow.
That's
Right?
a good one, Rainbow.
Yeah. So as you're starting this work and as you're trying to put yourself out there, don't worry about the haters. Okay, don't worry about people who, you're doing a podcast or you're doing a video and everybody wants to sit there and say, oh, like you think you really know what you're doing, or like, gee, you look really crappy today. Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, because you don't know my backstory from today,
Right.
okay? But that makes me feel really good. The fact that you even noticed.
Right.
Okay, so I'll get a kick over the fact you didn't even notice.
Yeah.
So don't worry about them, right? Don't worry about them. You just keep being you. That's the way the light works, right?
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Yes.
The more you all,
That's what you
the
always
more
have to
you.
go back
It's
to.
funny you
Yeah.
say that because I posted something a little blurb about that today. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's okay to be who I am, and that's the end. Now I can't remember what I said, but it was okay to be who I am,
Right.
and be in that light and not worry about it. I'm dropping the mic and walking away.
It's definitely
it.
true. The older you
I gotta
get, the
keep
less you
saying it,
care
though.
too.
Yeah,
The older you get, the less you care.
and then,
Well, that is
Watch out
true.
for that. It's coming.
but then do you ever look at the fact that people don't really want to hear from an older generation?
Mhm.
Everything's marketed to the
Especially
younger
nowadays.
generation.
Yeah.
To the younger generations, like, okay, I think you're cute. I think, you're presentable and stuff and you have a few words to say, but like, where's your experience?
But you don't know
Right.
anything.
Right, where's your experience, But then I remember when I was 18 to 21, I really thought I knew stuff too.
Well,
You
that
know?
is
We thought this is our life right
my
now.
gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
you
Say
know?
that age.
No, it ain't.
They have no
Yeah.
fear too. They're going on top of the world.
Right.
Yeah, especially right out of high school.
I don't know. I think they got a lot of anxiety and fears right
They
now.
do, but
more
they-
so
A
like
lot more
Right.
than when I was in my
right.
20s.
And I
Oh
know
my
we had a
God.
lot of bullying and stuff, so that took away some of your self confidence. But I think they have a lot more crap that they allow to come in.
Yes.
For that.
And society is even
Yeah.
more controlling
Right.
and
Yeah,
conditioning now.
and it is because they do suck it up from everywhere around them,
Yep.
more so than
Yeah.
what we did. We were just like, put on our jeans and like give us our pocketbook and like keys and we're gone,
Yep.
right? But yes, I do believe the more experience you have underneath you and stuff, like, why don't they want to listen to it? It's a shame. That's where we might lose them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And stuff. So yeah.
Because so many times then they have to go through something, and that just seems to keep happening.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want it to, but that you telling somebody how something is and is one thing, but them living it's another.
They have to experience
Yeah,
it.
and I think that's a shame, but it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah. I just remember that somebody had told me a long time ago, I don't care if you're children, because, I got all these girls and I'm raising them and they're doing things like I used to do. And I'm sitting there going, and they're like, don't tell them you've already been there and how you got through it, because they'll never live it then. You've got to let them live it and then be there for them to get the rest of the way through it. And I was like, yeah, but it's like in the meantime, you're going, oh my God. Like,
Yeah, I have
let
to
me-
remember that.
nail biting,
Definitely.
cutting your
That's hard-
hair and
that's hard
different
not to
things,
do.
going, okay, I gotta I gotta
Yeah.
do something with my time because I can't tell them and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, big time.
A couple drinks here and there.
Especially
Like, I think
now
that's why.
in a different way, and it's a whole different ball game now. And it's I was thinking about it earlier today. I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. I know we're going into holiday season. I can do this. I'm doing it. It's happening. I got to go into the mirror and go, you're doing this. You're doing this. Leave it alone. Leave it.
Yes,
Got to do it.
yes, you do. I know. I bite my tongue all the time, all the time. So yeah.
We can do it.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, yeah, if you ever have a question about it and stuff, and you need some real good spiritual guidance, let us know because we can be your spirit guides. So, until next time, angel hugs.
All right.
Take care.